From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the New York Jets. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Throwing, Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 42. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you can... Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down to the 40-yard line. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing is Wilson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down, Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Kyle Duggar. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And the Pats are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jakobi Meyers, 79 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Valentine now from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll drop that down to Carter underneath. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series. On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
A good strong run there by Michael Carter, reminiscent of his days at North Carolina. A 1,000-yard rusher each of his last 2 years in Chapel Hill. Despite being in a timeshare with Javonte Williams, who was a second-round pick of the Denver Broncos. Carter, the 2nd pick of the 4th round out of UNC. He could be the Jets' leading rusher moving forward.
There with the tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. And incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there. Tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete. Now it's Wilson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. On 1st and 10, Jones. It's caught by Aguilar. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Another run on second down with Carter. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
On the Jets sweep, here comes Moore. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Wilson on the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Zach Wilson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
To throw again on second down, Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in, and he'll be corralled right around the 34.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're good training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway. That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This time, Wilson will throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They go play action with Wilson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
They'll set up the screen to Carter. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Boy,
that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Eluding the pressure right. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Carter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Wilson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Trey Burton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And This is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. For right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Nagar's kick is ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Valentine now from the end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Rush coming, and he's taken down. There was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. To throw is Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a first and goal as he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. His 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Valentine now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Wilson. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, right back to Carter. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. There's Wilson to throw. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll bring up fourth down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
3 quarters of break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Carter once more. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 15-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They'll run with Carter. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back. He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That
type of a throw, I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Carter, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 108 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll run here with Carter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Carter, and able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Carter. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Carter will try the right side. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. That's on the rookie first-round pick, Elijah Vera Tucker. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Great hands there defensively to knock the ball away in the end zone. My partner just stood up. It's 4th and goal, and the game coming down to one play.
And there's no way you're getting me back down there again. They have to do it one more time. This is exciting.
Glad you remembered to come back on Mike for this. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here. Throwing now is Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
An extra point by Nagar is up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense, forced